All right, so coming into today, as you can see, overnight we had an extreme sell-off, almost 3% overnight, which is crazy. So on a day like that, and the order flow is extremely bearish, as you can see here. Like we took out this structural low, we took out prior weekly low, prior daily low. So at this point in time, I'm not looking to go long. We had this 4-hour fair value gap down here, which I've marked out, and that was kind of the target if we were going to still expand what I was looking for. But realistically, what I wanted to see happen was for price to come up into this large 4-hour fair value gap and then roll over. So if you see this purple line here, that is that up here. So as you can see, market opened and we came right up to that 4-hour. So at this point, I'm looking for shorts, and this 5-minute fair value gap here, marked in green, is what I'm looking to see inversed. Realistically, the trade I should have took was this inversion on NQ, because NQ was the weaker asset, but I waited for yes, and the thing is I didn't wait. I ended up entering, let me check where I entered, one moment. My entry was, yeah, it was there. So I got in kind of late. I got in at here. So I actually got in at here, and I brought my stop back. This is where I went wrong. Like I'm kind of a set and forget person. And I used this purple line here. This was my break even line. So what I said to myself when I set the straight, what I said to myself when I entered the trade, what actually happened are two different things, and that's where I let myself down today in doing that. So the rule I had was, let this chill. As soon as I get a 5-minute close through this BE line here, then go to break even. Instead, on attempt 1, this red dotted line is where I moved my stop. So really, it was crazy because I really wasn't doing myself any favors here. So as you can see, my stop came to here, I got wicked out. So I'm like, right, not great. So I ended up entering again and putting my stop. Well, this afforded me, it was like a half hour, so I still had half the risk left. So I entered again with half risk, and even putting my stop here. So now my trade is this. Like this is crazy. Like if I'm entering, and this was just me wanting to put on more size. Realistically, I should have sized down and given my stop breathing room. The breathing room being at a minimum above this 5-minute fair value gap, because we still had some room to move here. And as you can see, with my stop here, it got just wicked. So it got just wicked, and my target on this trade was on the 15-minute. On the 15-minute, we left this fair value gap. That was my target. So let's remind myself. So my original trade was this, and let's see if I had just stuck to my rules, I would have waited. Okay, now I would have been break even. So I would have gone down to break even with the 5-minute close through here, and let's see what would have happened. We would have went right to literally to the tick. Would have been an awesome 2.2 trade, 2.2R. And I would have timed it perfectly, and I just really got in my own way today. I know a lot of traders had a tough time with this price action, but realistically, I read the market perfectly well. And really what it was is, this has happened to me before. Typically when I enter the trade, I just go for a walk to calm my nerves a little. Like, not really calm my nerves, but like there's nothing for me to do. So I may as well to go for a 10-minute walk. It's just 2 5-minute candles. And I didn't, because my break even point was so close to my entry. I was like, oh, I'll just chill here. And like I entered here, so there was a lot of back and forth. And during this back and forth, I started just playing with my stop before I was supposed to. Like I was like, oh, I won't go break even, but I'll take off half R and doing all that crap. And then the frustration of seeing myself get wicked. And thankfully, once I got wicked the second time, I got the hell out of Dodge and called it a day. It was still under a 1 hour day, just slightly. So it's not terrible, but it's just extremely frustrating when you read the mark. Like this wasn't the easiest day to read. You know, a lot of people got caught going long when you had this kind of power three here, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. A lot of people got caught up and were very nearsighted, not realizing like clearly on the higher time frame were majorly bearish. So like I did read it well, and all today came down to is me not following my process rules of once the trade is entered, hands off. I have my break even point. I have my process for how to deal with that. I have my take profit and get out of the way of the trade. You know, like this type of micromanaging trade is a habit I had a long time ago, and I know it's not a profitable way to play a trade like this. So I read the market well. Yes, it was a loss. That sucks, but all things considered, it could have been a lot worse. And like these are easy mistakes. Like once you're doing the bigger things well, you're reading the market well. My entry was on point. My take profit was on point. Like the stuff I need to fix here, I already have systems for. It's just adherence to those systems that I already know are profitable.